In the dark archives of missile proliferation, one name stands out as the ultimate symbol of Iran's long-range ambitions, the Shahab-3. It is a medium-range, liquid-fueled, road-mobile ballistic missile that shattered the geographical safety of the Middle East. For the first time in history, the Islamic Republic of Iran acquired the capability to strike targets far beyond its immediate borders, placing Israel, Western Saudi Arabia, and U.S. regional bases directly in its crosshairs. Born from North Korean blueprints and forged in the secret laboratories of Tehran, the Shahab-3 is more than a weapon. It is the strategic backbone of a nation determined to project power across the desert sands. This is the documented archive of the development, the secret North Korean connection, and the terrifying nuclear potential of the Shahab-3. The story of the Shahab-3 does not begin in Iran, but in the secretive workshops of Pyongyang. In the mid-1990s, Tehran made a decisive move. They purchased the North Korean No-Dong-1 missile. This was the blueprint that allowed Iran to establish the domestic infrastructure necessary to assemble their own version. While Iranian officials, including former Defense Minister Ali Shamkhani, have claimed the missile is entirely Iranian, the physical evidence tells a different story. The Shahab-3 and the No-Dong-1 are nearly identical in appearance and capability. It is a technology shared by a triad of proliferation: North Korea, Iran, and Pakistan, whose own Gauri missile is a twin of the Shahab. The original DNA of this weapon likely traces back to Soviet designs, specifically the Russian SS-3 or R-5 missile. By borrowing these obsolete but deadly engine designs, North Korea and Iran managed to leapfrog decades of research and development. In 1993, Iranian representatives likely stood in the North Korean shadows, witnessing the tests that would soon bring the Persian fire to life. Assessing the Shahab-3 is a challenge for intelligence agencies, as Tehran is known to exaggerate performance and declare untested technologies as operational. However, the documented facts are staggering. The missile stands between 15.6 and 16.58 meters in length. With a diameter of up to 1.38 meters, it is a massive cylinder of steel and propellant. Its total launch weight is approximately 17,410 kilograms. Its range is officially estimated at 1,300 kilometers, but there is a deadly variable: the payload. While it can carry a standard high-explosive warhead, the Shahab-3 is large enough and powerful enough to deliver a first-generation nuclear warhead. If fitted with such a heavy nuclear heart, its range might decrease, but its lethality would become absolute. The true terror of the Shahab-3 lies in what it was designed to carry. According to the International Atomic Energy Agency, in the early 2000 years, Iran explored advanced fusing, arming, and firing systems specifically to make the Shahab-3 a reliable delivery vehicle for a nuclear weapon. Technically, the Shahab-3 represents a massive leap forward. Unlike earlier short-range rockets, it employs a separating re-entry vehicle. This means that in the final stages of its flight, the warhead detaches from the main body of the missile, making it a much harder target for anti-missile defense systems. It is the critical intermediate step between a simple rocket and a sophisticated long-range nuclear delivery system. Early versions of the Shahab-3 relied on basic inertial navigation, similar to the old Soviet Scuds. This gave the missile a circular error probable, or CEP, of about 2,500 meters. At that accuracy, it was a city killer, only effective against large, soft targets. However, the archives show that Iran did not stop there. By employing Chinese guidance technology on later variants, they have significantly improved the strike accuracy. What began as a blunt instrument has been sharpened into a precision spear, capable of targeting specific military infrastructure across the region. The Shahab-3 has a turbulent flight history. Between July 1998 and August 2017, Iran conducted 21 flight tests. The first test in 1998 ended in a massive explosion before reaching the target. But by July 2003, Iran conducted its ninth and final test, successfully flying over 1,300 kilometers. Since that moment, the missile has been considered operational. It is important to note that the Shahab-3 is not operated by the conventional Iranian army or the Artesh. Instead, it is the exclusive weapon of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC. As of 2017, fewer than 50 mobile launchers are estimated to be deployed, constantly moving through secret tunnels and missile cities to avoid detection. The Shahab-3 remains the most potent symbol of Iran's military reach. It is a weapon born of illicit trade, perfected through decades of trial and error and aimed at the heart of the Middle East. It is the fire that Tehran keeps ready in its underground silos, a silent reminder that the distance between peace and catastrophe is only 1,300 kilometers. If you found this archive of the Shahab-3 missile insightful, please support the channel by hitting the like button. Share this story of the Spear of Tehran. What do you think? Does the Shahab-3 represent a legitimate defense or a direct path to a nuclear confrontation? Let us know in the comments below. To continue exploring the deepest secrets of human conflict, subscribe to the War Archives and turn on the notification bell. Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep exploring the past.